It's now my pleasure to invite the Lantern Forum partners, Simon Draper, Executive Director, Asia New Zealand Foundation, and Adam Boyd, Executive General Manager, ASB Bank, to set the scene for this afternoon with some opening remarks. Simon was a lead figure in New Zealand's successful bid for a seat on the United Nations Security Council before he took up his role at Asia New Zealand Foundation some 18 months ago. He has a deep knowledge of international affairs and extensive experience forming international partnerships which are critical to New Zealand's place in the Asia-Pacific region, and certainly China is at the forefront of that. Welcome, Simon.
Kia ora, everyone. Always a hard act to follow when you have a kamatua orator like Sir Peter speaking. Last night, Fran and I were fortunate enough to attend a speech by John Howard, ex-Prime Minister of Australia. He gave a wonderful discussion about the Australia-New Zealand relationship. He spoke about how trade is important between Australia and New Zealand. He spoke about how sport is important between Australia and New Zealand. He spoke about how travel was important between Australia and New Zealand. But what he made clear, and I totally agree with, was the most important thing in the relationship is understanding each other and understanding each other's values. And I think it's something that the tangata whenua and Māori of New Zealand have something to teach us about entering into relationships. So 18 years ago, the Asia New Zealand Foundation worked with the then Auckland City Council on the Lantern Festival. We didn't think anyone was going to turn up. Today, 18 years later, it is the largest free public event in New Zealand. And I think it reflects in that way the progress we've made in the relationship between New Zealand and China. The purpose of the festival is to increase that understanding between New Zealanders and Chinese New Zealanders. We try to provide an authentic experience for the people who come here. So in our view in the forum, now that we've invested 18 years in building that cultural people-to-people contact, it's appropriate to bring in this business forum. We think you start with the relationship at the personal level and then you bring the business to it. So I commend ASB and AT for this initiative, the first year that we've had a business forum connected to the Lantern Festival. Finally, my message to our Chinese colleagues and friends here today is you need to know or understand that the partners you have in this room are people who have invested in the relationship with China, not just for today, not just this year, but for the last 18 years, because they believe in it. So in my view, you have in this room people that you can trust and people who believe in a real relationship with China. Thank you very much.